Hey guys, so today I'm bringing you a guide on efficient prompting, and this is specifically aimed at real estate investors, but you can take these principles and apply them to wherever you want, honestly. So, the thing that I find most with people is that essentially most people believe that AI should be able to give you the answer to pretty much everything. And, they're right, okay? But AI is not going to be a mind reader. And if you don't build your prompts clearly in a way that you actually understand them too, then AI is going to be making assumptions and it's just going to be giving you things that it thinks is necessary, right? So you want to be prompting the AI in a way that you would understand it too, because at the end of the day, if you come back to a piece of work that you've worked on maybe 6 months ago, you want to be able to understand what you've actually done, right? So that's the kind of logic that we're going with today. So essentially, a good prompt is to remove ambiguity so that the AI or the LLM, a large language model, it knows exactly what is expected of it and it can give you like pretty good, clear, concise answers. All right. So there are a bunch of different prompting frameworks that I've basically gone ahead and researched for you. So this is basically what I've gone ahead and done. I've basically taken two LLMs. One is Comet, right? So this one, and one is uh, ChatGPT, which is this one. And I've basically asked it to give me a list of different prompting frameworks, and then I've adapted it to real estate investors, right? That's all I've done. And over here in this video, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be going over a couple of these examples so that I can show you side by side the difference it makes to actually get a good prompting done and what you can just get with just normal everyday prompting, like, oh yeah, just give me this. Yeah. So here are the different prompting frameworks. There's a lot of them. So I really suggest you don't really listen to any of them, and you just ask ChatGPT to give you the prompting framework, and you just work on that. All right. I'll show you what I mean in this video. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be giving you a step-by-step process that not only is the AI going to be able to understand this a lot better, but you are going to be able to understand it a lot better. It's just a logical way to actually think about things, right? So you want to give the AI context of what it's actually doing. So what world it's operating in. So it what role it's actually representing, what it's actually working on, what company you're working for, who is it talking to, that sort of thing. Next, you want to define the tasks. So, what you actually want it to do. Maybe you want it to write an ad copy, make a video, uh, compare a property, whatever. Yeah. Then you want to set the rules and constraints. So you want to use the rules and constraints to actually force the precision. So you don't want it to like go off on branches and like do and say things that you don't really want it to do, right? So that's why you want to like give it rules and give it clear um, set of rules that it needs to follow, yes or yes. And fourth of all, this is very, very important. You want to give it examples of an output format. So you want to give it an example of how you want the answer to be. So essentially, do the work beforehand and give it an example of what a good answer looks like, and that will give you a lot better answers. So right now we're going to go over a couple of examples of what good prompting and what bad prompting looks like, and we're going to compare side by side what each one is. Okay. So these are the two uh, prompts that I'm going to be using to be comparing side by side. So this is the initial prompt, and this is when I've basically gone ahead and used, where is this? Yeah, so I've basically used this one, right? This framework that uh, just gives AI has just given to me, okay? Hang on. So the property in question that we're using is this one, right? And I've just basically just copied the URL. I've just gone ahead and just like chosen a random property right out there. I really like this one because it's got wood floors and personal preference, okay? Um, so yeah, that's basically what I've done. So here are the two prompts that I'm basically using to actually generate these answers. So here you go and with a simple prompt. It gives you like okay answers, But down here, you see that the verdict, it's not really um, very, how to say, sure about its answers. So it basically suggests next steps and confirm recent comparable sales comps in the exact neighborhood. And this one has basically done comps for you, right? So, and over here, down here, my verdict, it can work, but it's not a strong cash flow deal. So basically, it's saying that I'd pass or negotiate hard unless you can improve the numbers significantly, right? Yeah, so essentially this is just going to give you a lot better answers in order to make your assessment on this property, right? Now, the next prompt that we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking AI for prompting support. Okay. So essentially, what we're going to be doing for the initial prompt is that we're going to be using this prompt, which is like quite a basic one. So make me an ad copy for this home, 4 bed, 2 bathrooms, 1,239 square feet, 8,145 square foot lot, fully refurbished, address this one. And what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be downloading some of the photos for the house, and we're just gonna plug them into Chat GPT. So this is the ad copy that it's basically come up with, right? And this is the ad copy that I've basically gone and got from ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure that I've got it. So this is the master prompt that I got from ChatGPT of how to make a good ad copy, right? And then I've basically just copied this, right? And so it also asks for anything missing that would materially improve persuasion. And then basically what I've done is that I've basically just copied that and posted it in here, and it's basically saying, oh great, I'm locked into strategist mode, and it's basically told me a bunch of different things that are going to have a really good impact on the ad copy. And then I'm basically just like giving it some photos, and I'm giving it, here are the photos of the house I want to sell, new couple, this is the profile that I'm aiming the house at. The ad will be on Facebook and Instagram. This is the details of the house, right? And here, before you start generating the ad copy, it says, okay, well, what has been updated, new roof, HVAC, whatever, and it tells you what it actually needs in order to create that good ad copy. And then over here, what I've done is that I've given it some more details, and now it's basically saying, okay, well, I'm going to deliver a good ad copy. So basically, this is the main long form ad in 2,220 words, and you have a short ad and an ultra short ad, which you can basically put in Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is. Yeah. And it's also giving you like 5 social media hooks that you can actually test and A/B test, and 5 headline options which you can also A/B test. You can also keep talking to this LLM in order to like improve the ad copy if you're not happy with it. The next thing that we're going to be doing is just freestyling a little bit. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be creating an actual logo for a random real estate agency in Florida, maybe, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. So what I've basically done is that I want to make a logo for my real estate agency in Florida. Please give me a prompting framework that I can copy and paste my details into. Okay, so basically it gives you an example filled in version, and then it basically tells me that this is the real estate logo prompting framework that I can basically use. So I'm basically just going to copy this. I'm going to paste it into my own text editor, and I'm just going to fill out whatever I want, and I'm just going to paste it back in here. Right, so I've finished customizing my prompt for the logo. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to paste it into my ChatGPT. I've just basically just copied this, and I've just filled it out really. So I'm just going to paste that in. Bam. It's just basically asking me if I'm sure about this or whatever, and I'm just going to say, no, that okay. the logo. So it's basically gone ahead and created the logo for us, and I'm just going to ask it for a couple more variations. Okay, can you give me 2 more? But honestly, that logo looks great, honestly. Right, so basically I've asked it to give me 2 more variations, but it only gave me 1. And I don't really like this image, so I just asked it to make me a version with the text on the right of the logo, and it basically created this. And honestly, like this one or this one, you've basically created 2 logos in 10 minutes whilst you're just making yourself some coffee or something. So yeah, just play around with it. Ask the AI for help if you're struggling, and you're gonna do wonders, man. So, closing thoughts. So, AI is powerful, but not a mind reader. Number two is that you're not really, you shouldn't really expect to get it right the first time. So, just make sure that you iterate, you try a couple of things before you actually um, get the best results. Number three is that you should build a prompt with the idea that you're going to have to review it in the future. Think about making a prompt for yourself. Think about AI as being like a really a version of yourself that you haven't really met yet. So make sure that you're clear and concise with how you prompt it, and make sure that you actually understand the prompt yourself, because that's a good way to like get the best results, honestly. And if in doubt, just ask the AI for help, like I've done on this one, like I've done on this one, right? So I've basically asked the AI for help, and I've built all of my prompts around this. So yeah, I hope this video has been useful to you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.